everyone, I'm Dan Harding, Editor-in-Chief of Power Motor Yacht. Exciting day today, an exciting ride. Tiara's brand new EX60. First in the whole new adventure line, biggest Tiara to date. I've been teasing you guys all day. I'm having a great adventure leaving from Holland, Michigan, heading down to Chicago, and parts unknown, while we step aboard and look at some of my favorite features. Following some of our other Tiara videos over the years, you know they're always paying a lot of attention to the different cockpit spaces and different unique seating setups, and this boat is no different. From the onset, you got two fold-down gunnels on each side, also with the boarding doors on each side. Really helpful. It's something we've been able to utilize today, whether it's fueling up or tying up to the slip. Really great seating option here. A couple different options aft for you have an adventure station, or you could have a storage and cooking area. The swim platform I really like. It's a hydraulic platform. We have on it today is an 11-foot Williams jet tender, and honestly, you could probably even get away with a tender that's bigger than that. This might be one of my favorite seats in the house when you're not driving. This table actually lowers all the way, and these ottomans, the loose furniture comes out. These seats I think would work really well kind of on these side decks, or you lower this, a great spot to have breakfast, and again, if you're on the hook, that's gonna be the best view right here. But for me, after a long day on the water, I can really see myself cold beverage, watching Karen and Connor swimming off the back. This feels just right, and behind me, you can catch the game too. I think this would be a really winning option. One of the themes in this boat is, like many, is the blending of indoor and outdoor spaces. This door opens all the way up. You have a window here that when you lift this up will come all the way up. As we lower it. So nice option here, and again, just really opens the boat up, especially when you have the sunroof open. Today, really fortunate to have the opportunity again to experience. It's only been one day and really one long morning, but it feels like we've been on board for multiple days because we had all different sea states. 3 to 5s early in the morning, shorter chop in the afternoon, and this boat really performs like a heavier boat. But on the top end, we're expecting speeds north of 40 knots. So that's a great combination. A wing station over to port, which also will come in handy. I like these bar stools. These can pivot. They could also be removed and stored forward. But when the table's out, this could be a nice spot to sit. And even with people sitting here, we had a bunch of people on the boat today. Everyone's able to move around. The flow is excellent. Refrigerator, freezers. Again, we had I think we had lunch around 3 o'clock today. And there's nothing like a day on the water to get you hungry. So we had this thing filled, making sandwiches for everybody. A ton of area to prep meals. This is a spot I spent a decent amount of time in today. We had our captain again taking us through Lake Michigan, but I really like that they have an optional 22-inch MFD here. It's your normally set as well, so you can follow along with the charts and you can follow along with where you're going. It's really a functional thing too. So we were in pretty snotty conditions. We were able to monitor the boat and all the systems, and I think this is just a really smart touch. Everything's very comfortable. And the comfort continues down below. I'm gonna let you guys take a closer look. 3 stateroom boat, really beautiful master stateroom. What I like best about that space is to starboard, you have the choice between either the settee or you can have even more storage that goes away all the way across. And that's a real theme for this boat. as with most Tiaras, the best seat in the house is really going to be this one. This is a unique boat. Again, first in the new line, the EX line, they're calling it their Adventure Series. It blends a lot of the different genres. 60 feet, you're definitely flirting with motor yacht status. I think you saw that in the staterooms. And the performance and handling, the social spaces, but also kind of like the comfort you have. The fact that this kind of boat, you don't feel embarrassed to walk around with wet sandy feet or a wet bathing suit. You kind of feel like you're on one of their open boats or center console type boats. You get the Volvo Penta IPS, which allows you to drive the boat right here from the helm. The visibility is incredible. Again, you're getting to that 60-foot threshold. That's usually something that gets sacrificed, but that's really not the case on this boat. You get this platform here, raises and lowers depending on your height, and I think that's really a smart touch. It does that electronically too, so you can adjust it, not just open or close, but everywhere in between. So no matter what height you are, it's gonna be a comfortable seat. Really wide side decks. One other thing I noticed earlier on is the flooring here. This is a synthetic teak that looks really good, feels great. It can be cleaned with soap and water. If you get any light damage, it can be sanded out, it can be grinded out, and I think that's, again, can be even more popular. Plenty of social spaces throughout the boat. Everything's very comfortable. This is really designed for the owner-operator. There's storage everywhere. Underneath the berths down in the staterooms, you can lift those beds and you have a ton more storage. One of the things I noticed, again, you start getting on boats in the size, your motor yacht category, things are really heavy to lift and open. As you can see here, not the case. I love trips like this. You know, one of the big things I've always tried to do in Power Motor Yacht is to push ourselves beyond the out and back sea trial. Spend a day aboard, live aboard, make a meal, sleep on board, so you can really experience the boat. And honestly, the more time I'm spending aboard, the more I like it, the more I'm finding things that are just like really smartly engineered. So you can look forward to this boat making its worldwide debut at the Miami show, or you can stay tuned for the full story in an upcoming issue of Power Motor Yacht or at pmymag.com. Until then, see you on the water.